All right, and we're on episode 6 of the Hot Coffee. Word from the sponsor.
Meads Custom Metals, offering you the best custom home decor signs around. Every sign is powder coated to withstand all elements inside and out. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram for the most affordable way to customize. Use promo code THC for 10% off.
All right, so for episode 6, it's going to be about things that piss us off.
Really grind your gears.
Yes, really
Grind your gears.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things out there that grind my gears. Who wants to kick this off?
We'll go with Coop.
Ooh. Well, the first thing is, I hate when you're sitting at dinner and you can hear someone chewing next to you. That just fucking sets me right off.
Now, when that happens, you say something, or do you just grind through your meal and keep going?
Depends who it is and where I am.
Like they
if
chew-
I'm at home or at my parents' house, I fucking scream at my dad every time.
Like they chew with their mouth open? Or
No,
you could just
like he
hear
doesn't fucking swallow it, and you can hear like it mushing around in there, and I'm like, will you fucking swallow your food, dude?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to hear it. It's fucking disgusting.
On that topic,
It fucking pisses me off.
what about when people fucking scrape their silverware across their fucking plate?
Oh yeah.
Or
God.
when it hits their teeth.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That just gives me fucking chills every time I hear that.
They bite on the freaking fork and pull it out. I'm like, come on.
They're slurping their soup.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
First time ever fucking eating? It's like, what the fuck? Oh.
That's like a phobia, I think.
Yeah,
There's a
I'm
medical term for people. Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is.
yeah.
But it's like, come on, man. What's so hard about chew, chew, swallow?
I don't like people who chew gum with their mouth open.
Hell
Oh.
no.
Fuck English class. Remember English class? We had that one chick who.
Yeah,
Want
sound
to
like,
choke on that shit?
Oh
sounds like a
my
fucking cow.
Oh,
God.
easily a cow. Fucking chewing cud.
Yeah.
And she always thought it was like hot.
Yep.
She was that type of person.
Was she hot?
Reality check.
No.
She
She
needed a
wasn't.
reality check.
No. It's like, man, I don't know. That really pisses me off.
What else?
Well, you go. What pisses you off?
Know-it-alls
Hey.
and people who come over and act like your best friend and then fucking go over and talk shit about you. I know a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I'd rather if I don't like you, I ain't gonna talk to you. I ain't gonna put on a fake face.
There's no point to waste your time.
I'll be civil, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Like unless you really piss me off, unless you do something to piss me off, I won't say nothing. If you try to come up with small talk, I'll entertain it, but
Well, I mean, that's just like the generation with the social media and shit we got now.
don't ask me to do anything for you. Like I do anything for a friend, but
That also
if I don't
pisses
like
me
you,
off.
don't fucking
When people air their laundry on social media, like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't give a flying fuck what you're going
That's
through.
why I don't go on. Like I have Facebook, but I don't. go
Everyone
on
thinks they're fucking special.
Yeah. Like,
Fucking snowflakes.
They think
It's all the fucking. It's a snowflake generation.
They think,
oh, Joey sneezed on me today. Okay, good
Suck
for
it
you.
up
Thank
and
you.
fucking move on.
I don't care.
"See."
That didn't affect me any.
What about people posting a ton of pictures of their babies?
Dude,
Does that piss you off?
no one gives a fuck about your child except you. If it's your kid, you're the only one that should care about that shit. I don't care.
I think like family or friends. I think okay, post it. They'll look at it, but I don't know. Like if you had a kid, I wouldn't mind seeing a couple pictures of them.
Well,
But
I guess that's why it's hard for me because with the little one around that,
Yeah,
There's
see that
pictures
that
posted
doesn't
that-
bother me.
there's pictures of her every day. So
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
yeah.
So is the mother.
So it's tough that you better watch yourself. You know what really pisses me off when people hit on her.
She loves me.
Yeah.
What else? I'm trying to think of what really pisses me off. People who have to relate everything to their job. Like,
yes.
for example, like somebody really sucks at their fucking job if they have to relate everything to it. So we were eating Christmas dinner, and the one guy didn't have a knife was my cousin's boyfriend. Didn't have a knife. He's like, what am I gonna have to do? Get a fucking 4.5-inch angle grinder to cut this up? Like, first off, it just pisses me off. Like, nobody fucking cares.
Who calls it a 4.5-inch angle grinder?
Exactly.
First off,
Someone is trying to overcompensate for something right there.
He applied at the place that I work at. He said he was a pipe welder. Yeah, no good.
Hmm.
He said he was all that great. Took a test.
failed the test.
There's a lot of leaky pipes out there. If he was the one doing them. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
But people like that, like if you only talk about work, then you probably suck at it. I think that there's more people that suck that bring up that all the time.
I know I suck at my job, so it's all right.
Well, yeah,
I
everybody
accept
does.
it.
And we're all doctors, lawyers, garbage men.
Yeah, don't come to me to get
janitors.
surgery.
Yes. That's why we don't reveal our professions.
Who the fuck wants to talk about work outside of work, though? You're trying to make up for something. If you're talking about work outside of work, you're making up for something.
If it's drama shit once in a while.
Well,
like,
yeah.
I do it once in a while if there's shit going on, hot gossip. But
That's not talking about, oh yeah, I did this today, and I did this today, and I did this today. No one gives a fuck about your daily grind.
yeah.
Except you.
Do you really give a fuck about your daily grind? I don't give a fuck about my daily grind.
No. As long as I got a job in the morning.
Exactly.
I
Go
don't-
in there, do your job, get the fuck out, and come home.
And that's what really pisses me off, too, is the kids these days that don't want to fucking work. They have no work ethic. They sit there and collect fucking food stamps. And I mean, there are people that need it. Don't get me wrong. I ain't bashing them. But them lazy fuckers that just sit there and they go, oh, yeah, I don't want to go get a job, or I can't go get a job. Why can't you fucking go get a job?
They're
Why can't you go fucking work at McDonald's?
My back hurts.
They're
My
entitled.
foot hurts.
Yeah, my fucking back hurts, too, every day.
I'm Asiatic.
Yeah, exactly.
But what do? You fucking put your boots on in the morning and go to work.
That's right.
That's how it is. Favoritism pisses me off.
Favoritism. Favoritism how?
Like
You weren't your mom's favorite?
FBI,
Oh, okay.
friends, brothers, in-laws. That shit pisses me off.
You know what really fucking pisses me off? Como.
See,
Trying to take my fucking guns away.
Okay,
Fuck you, you
I-
fucking
Oh,
piece
you're
of
not you're not a
shit.
fan of the Safe Act? You're telling me?
No,
Let-
fuck that. Say
let
back my
me-
ass.
let me
No law-abiding citizen is...
conspiracy theory here. I think that he's in on the gun market somehow because every time they bring up a ban or something on guns, what happens? The sales go up. What happens? Nothing ever happens. I think he's in on it and makes money off it somehow. Same with Hillary. I think it's the same thing with her. I don't think they're ever going to take guns away. I think they should limit them in a way. Don't get me wrong.
Limit them how?
Elaborate.
Please do. You know what really pisses me off if he answers this question wrong?
There's
Better word this carefully.
I have no problem with fucking shotguns and rifles and all that shit, but why the common person, why everybody?
I'm gonna
I
answer
don't
this.
think-
I'm gonna answer this right now.
Hold on.
Target practice.
Okay, I don't think everybody should have the ability to just go someplace and buy a gun that shoots 100 rounds every 10 seconds.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not
stop,
saying.
Stop. I'm gonna mediate this. I'm on Coop's side, but I'll mediate this.
I'm not gonna say everybody should. You should have to pass a background check. You should have to get fingerprinted. You should have to.
Why should you get fingerprinted?
I think you should criminal history.
Yeah, criminal history.
I
That
think
goes along with your background check and stuff.
Okay, so
Well,
you should have to go into the system if you've never committed a crime, or should they? You know what I mean? You're going into the system if you've never committed a crime.
Okay, so if you're not gonna commit a crime, what's the big deal if they got your fingerprint?
there you go.
Why do they need it?
Okay,
Why does it worry you that they
Isn't
have
that an
it?
invasion of privacy though?
no, here's my argument for that is that
I would
okay,
rather get fingerprinted than have them take all my damn guns away.
they fingerprint you. So what's to stop me from going out buying 10 guns? I have no background. I get fingerprinted. That gun is associated with me. So if it's used, it's going to come back on me. I buy them 10 guns and I sell them to people who can't go out and buy them. That way they have a way to track who's actually supplying them. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No, I follow you on that. So it's an illegal arms trade,
I
pretty
think,
much. What's going on right
that,
there.
I think that if there isn't a problem with you having a gun, you shouldn't have a problem if you're never going to use it for a bad purpose, why not? If you got to get fingerprinted, you got to go
You,
to a safety
you
class.
can jump through any hoop you want to. The bottom line is a criminal is still going to get their hands on a gun
That's
no matter what.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And I'm sure there are good people out there that bought a gun and something went haywire in their head and they went and became a criminal and killed somebody or used their gun how they shouldn't have. But that doesn't, like you said, if you are a criminal and you are a criminal, it's just like if you're a drug addict. Fucking heroin and cocaine ain't legal, but guess what? They're still out there everywhere.
They can run your ID and find that out, though. They don't need your fingerprint for that.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
yeah.
So when you
That's what I'm saying. I have no problem with getting a background check, or if they want to do a mental health test, that's fine with me. I don't care.
So my argument was that I don't think everybody should have the ability to just go out and buy a fucking gun that shoots 100 rounds in a second. And your argument was target practice. So you can go to the range and shoot any gun that you want. There's target practice there.
Okay.
So why can't you go and do that? I mean, that's I'm fine with that. If you're going into a place that's safe, do they do like a background check type deal when you go in to like shoot at the range?
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
That's fine.
No.
I agree with that.
No.
I know you have
There was a case where that actually happened. I don't remember the state. I don't remember all the details, but this dude went into a gun range, checked out a gun, went fucking haywire, and fucking blasted everybody that was in there. They don't check you, depending on the state. It's probably all
They just
state-oriented.
Check your age.
Yes.
But if they're okay, not being shitty at all, but if that was at like a range, you're saying like that happened.
Correct.
Okay, like that's probably the best place if that shit's gonna happen for that to happen because there's other guns there to go after the person fucking going off.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I agree
Okay.
100%.
So I think that if you want to shoot a gun like that, you should have to go to the range to shoot it. And I think they should do a background check, like a quick fucking. It only takes 5 minutes for him to do it sometimes, something like that. I don't think that not everybody needs that gun in their house.
I have a rifle range in my backyard. Why wouldn't I be able to use it there?
Exactly.
Why do I
So
have to fucking go
I'm
somewhere
not
to
saying
use it?
I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to, but I'm saying there should be exceptions to it. I don't think an 18-year-old kid who fucking doesn't know jack shit should just be able to go to the store and fucking buy
He
one.
passes-
Background
he-
check. I don't think that that's right.
He passes the background check. He passes the mental health
I think there
test.
should be an exception where
So-
you have to have a range. It has to be a range or something.
Oh, but
that
he
you
can
to.
go to the military and use them.
Yes.
Why?
But he can't use them in his backyard.
Proper training. I don't think a 5-hour safety course is enough training. I think you should have to be. And I know that there's exceptions where military people go crazy and fucking use the guns, but I'm saying I think it should be. I don't think there should be. I don't think everybody should have one. I think there should be more limits on who can access it. I have no problem with a shotgun. Shit's gonna happen no matter what rules you have out there
Exactly.
anyway.
If someone wants to get their hands on a shotgun or an AK or an AR, it doesn't matter. They're gonna find one if they want to do the job of whatever it is.
Yeah.
What about the case in China? Strictest gun laws in the world. And that dude went ballistic with a knife and killed numbers of people on the subway.
I don't even think the police over there have guns, do they?
I'm not sure on
I
that
know
or
in
not.
England they don't.
No,
Like,
in England they don't carry guns.
Yeah.
So if you want to commit a crime, commit a crime.
That's just fucking crazy. That's lunacy.
I have no problem with people having pistol permits, all that shit, but I kind of see where there needs to be a little bit more of a check. But if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it. Like was it the school shooter there who took his mom's guns? It's gonna happen no matter what. But
Exactly.
they could put more regulation on it. But if they're gonna get them, they're gonna get them. I think that if you're a responsible gun owner, you should have no problem maybe taking a refresher course or something. Just why not?
I don't want a restriction on the guns, but I will take a restriction on the people who buy the guns.
But okay, with Cuomo,
So
I know you said you hate him, but I brought up that my conspiracy theory or whatever. But the positive about him is he said that the focus of 2019 is going to be the legalization of recreational marijuana, which I think in a way could lower the taxes in New York State.
don't kid yourself. It's Cuomo. He's going to keep the taxes right where they're at.
Fill his pockets.
But I think that should be a big focal point is legalizing it.
Okay, do you think weed should be legal in New York?
Yes,
Why?
because that's money that the state could be making, first of all, taxing it, which even if it's a positive in a way, no matter how you look, like, yeah, Cuomo's going to keep the taxes the same way, but it could change. But there's more negative side effects of alcohol than there is marijuana, so why is it illegal?
I don't disagree with you. I was just wondering your
Yeah.
opinion on this one.
I think there's money to be made off of it, and I think that it should. I've read online that they have a test where
The swab.
the swab, but I think that more workplaces need to look into that, because I think my argument is they're saying, okay, yeah, it could be legal in New York, but your workplace could still require you not to do it and to pass a piss test. But you can go out and drink on the weekends and come in sober on Monday. I can go out and smoke on the weekends and come in sober on Monday, but I'd fail a piss test,
Agreed 100%.
and I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you do on your time, if they want to pay me for my time off, then pay me for my time
Do you-
off and tell me what I can and can't do.
Do you know where the drug testing in the workplace came from?
I have no idea.
There were 2 political candidates one time, and something about one of them had a crazy, like, this fucking out of this world idea or something. So to prove that he wasn't crazy, he took a drug test, and the other candidate took one too. And that's where the workplaces started to drug test, because it was a big deal at the time that these candidates got drug
I'm
tested.
assuming this was probably late 70s, early 80s.
Probably around there. I don't know the exact date. I
What
could
time-
be wrong.
What a
but-
time to be alive that would have been.
So that's where it came from. I think what you do, if you get hurt at work, I have no problem taking a drug test.
Yep.
If it's for that
No.
time.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly, because what's happening when you have to take a drug test when you get hurt, these guys that are getting hurt are not reporting it. They're just going on, and it's creating a bigger problem down the road for these companies.
Right, yeah, they know they're going to piss dirty.
So you're saying you get hurt, you don't go to the doctor, and it creates a long-term problem.
Exactly.
I understand that, yeah.
So where I work, for an example, just recently got rid of, if you get hurt, you get drug tested because of that reason. They found out it was creating more problems in the long run, and they were getting problems from a past injury 6-8 months down the road that these
So-
guys were claiming.
So you smoke weed, then you come in, you hurt your back at work, you know you're going to fail, so you don't
You wait that
say
month.
nothing. You wait a month, it ends up getting worse.
Exactly.
And then it
So it's
costs the
creating-
company more.
Exactly.
That's a good point. I never thought of that. Huh.
My company's also a company that's already been proactively talking about going to the swab test when it becomes
I wonder
legal.
if it's more expensive.
No, it's actually cheaper.
Yeah,
Really?
I wouldn't think it would be more expensive.
It can actually be tested right then and there on site. with
I
the
feel like
swab test.
if I were to like go in and talk to an HR rep about it, it would kind of put a target on your back, thinking, okay, maybe this guy does smoke, and he's just wondering things are gonna be changing. But I now I would pass a drug test any day.
So yeah, I never smoked before in my life, and I've gone to my supervisor just out of curiosity and asked, and nothing. There's been no repercussion on me about this. It's just been straight curiosity.
What do you think about it? Should it be legal?
Oh yeah, I don't. Like you said, it's got less side effects than alcohol.
So would you-
We all indulge in that pretty heavily.
So if you had the choice to drink or smoke, what would it be?
Drink.
Would same with you?
I've never smoked, so it's drink.
See, with me, I would rather smoke. But there's people who argue that there are side effects to it that are negative, that, it's a gateway drug and all that stuff. I think that the way you are programmed
Yes.
determines if it's a gateway drug
You know
for you
why?
or not.
You know why it's a gateway drug? Because you have access to that drug dealer who's like, "Oh, you like this? Why don't you try this? It's a little more of a kick."
There you go.
Right. So if it's legal, and you don't have to go to your drug dealer anymore
Like,
to get it. You can
just
go
be-
to.
Just because you drink and you get drunk, okay, you can consider being drunk kind of a high. It's equivalent to being high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because you get drunk all the time doesn't mean that you're going to go, oh, man, getting drunk last night, I felt fucking great. I want to do a line of coke. I don't think that that's the case with weed. I don't think you're going to go out. Not everybody's going to go out and smoke. I think majority of the people would be responsible about it if it was legal.
Here's my bottom line with weed: if they make it for adult consumption, you're an adult. Make your own damn decisions.
Yeah. What about California's looking into legalizing psilocybin mushrooms?
Go for it. I don't have a
Because of
problem
the
with
side
that.
effects that it helps PTSD.
Again, you're an adult. Make your own decision.
Wow. I did not know they were thinking about that.
It's most likely it's going to get passed from what I hear.
Really.
Yes, I think it's for medical purposes. I think it's great. I don't
Right.
know about recreational.
Yeah.
I don't.
Recreational would be a little.
I've never done it. I don't want. I have no desire to do mushrooms.
Hell no.
See, but yeah, there's this thing like with that gateway drug you're just talking about. You personally, no, but
Like DMT.
yeah.
I think that there's positive things for that.
That's
I don't think it should be a recreational thing.
Well, yeah.
I don't
'cause
think you should be able to go to the gas station and get fucking DMT. But I think if
that
there's a
opens up a whole nother topic.
like the ayahuasca, when you go on go wherever to do that with the shaman or whatever. I think that type of thing could be good for people.
My philosophy on the whole drug thing is if you want it and it's illegal or legal, you're still gonna partake.
You're gonna get it either way, yo.
So
I
you
mean,
might-
that's proven, really.
So if there's a positive way to get money for it, you might as well.
Exactly.
So like if weed is legal, maybe it won't lower the taxes, but some of the money could go towards like rehabs or something like that for other drugs.
Possibly.
Nah.
Possibly.
Research.
Yeah, research. I'm good with research.
Well, speaking of research, I saw a thing the other day about they're dissecting brains of heroin overdoses and trying to figure out what makes them tick the way they tick and why they keep going back to that drug. So, I mean, if it's going to possibly fund something like that, yeah, I can see that. But my personal thought is if you want it, you're going to get it. It doesn't matter. Because, let's be real, the only withdrawal you can die from is alcohol.
Yeah.
So it is just a mind over matter thing.
I don't know, that stuff pisses me off too, the whole Narcan. Because isn't that taxpayer money that's supplying the officers with Narcan to bring them back?
Where I live, there was a woman who received Narcan 3 times in the same day.
Yeah.
So yeah, pisses you off
Well,
pretty good.
Just go back to the gun thing real quick and the drugs. Should they have to take a drug test?
Yes.
No.
Why no?
The fuck difference does it make? If you smoke weed,
No. I'm saying if weed is legal, then I agree with a drug test. Because I don't think it should be considered. It's a Schedule 1 drug right now. It
Okay.
is not a Schedule 1 drug, if you ask me.
here's the problem though with every other drug except weed. I can go fucking blow a line of coke tonight, and I'm gonna piss clean when I go to work on Monday. So what the hell difference does it make if you get
Yeah.
drug tested for that or not?
I guess. But there's a lot of. I don't know.
Weed is the only drug that stays in your system longer than fucking 48 to 72 hours.
Is it?
Yes. Well, I'm not sure about like your hallucinogenics and shit like that.
I don't know enough about
Well,
it.
I mean, you can't test for mushroom use.
No?
No, because it's
Psilocybin.
it's actually a chemical reaction that happens in your body. It's food poisoning.
What is it? Did you know that your body naturally produces DMT,
Yes.
but it burns it off?
Yes. But it's released before you die.
Yes. Which I would like to do it once in a safe environment.
You would have to have people around you that you really fucking trusted.
Yes, that's why I'll never do mushrooms. My college roommate had a bad mushroom trip,
I've
And-
heard. Yeah.
and he before he did them, he gave me his lacrosse stick. Instead, if I get crazy, just hit me in the head with it. And yeah, he got pretty fucking crazy. I didn't hit him in the head. I just dealt with it. He just stood in the doorway.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have hit him in the head either. He probably would beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, he was a big dude.
Wait, this
Yeah.
isn't the dude that ended
No,
up in
this
the
is-
tree?
this-
This is a
no.
different dude?
Yeah, that my college roommate dropped acid, and we couldn't find him for like 3 hours. We were looking for him, supposed to go get dinner and shit. And I don't know, he finally let us know where he was, and he was up in a fucking tree like a monkey, just sitting there for multiple hours.
We had a kid in our class. It doesn't matter if we use his name because I don't know what the fuck happened to him. His name was Weston, and he would just do drugs and then just walk into the woods.
Yeah.
I remember I was walking down to get food one time, and I just hear like ruffling in the woods, and he walks out in a trench coat. He goes, "Hey, CW, what's going on?" I go, "Oh, hey, Weston, how are you?" He's like, "Oh, just exploring." And I just kept on walking, turned around, went back in the woods. He was fucking weird.
Why the
Smartest kid I know, though.
Why the fuck would you want to take a drug that you escape reality and have no idea what's going on anymore? Like, it's a completely different experience to smoke weed as it is to eat mushrooms, drop acid. You're in a fucking made-up world. Why the fuck would you want to go that route?
Experiment, I guess.
Yeah.
Different experience. You could learn something about yourself.
Or you could end up dead.
So-
Yeah, you gotta
That's you gotta
pick your poison, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
risk versus reward.
Yeah.
All right.
That's just, I don't know, I think weak. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
All right, so more shit that pisses you off. What do you got?
Shit that pisses me off. Social justice warriors. People that think they're better than you because they do something that's politically correct. Fuck them guys.
Give me an example.
Yeah, give me a little bit more. Give me a little bit more.
Okay, you know the Berkeley riots?
Yes.
All that started because there was a speaker coming to the college that they did not agree with. Because
Was it Ben Shapiro?
Yes,
Yes. I love Ben Shapiro.
he's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a topic for a different time.
Yeah.
But basically, he wanted to share his views, and these people didn't agree with it. So what do? They riot just to shut someone down. But yet, at the same
Yeah.
time, they're preaching how everybody's opinion matters.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
the fuck is that shit?
Yep.
There's no understanding of the other side. So you have your beliefs, and that's all you no matter what, even
Yeah,
if you're wrong, you're gonna believe in
They're
what you
closed.
believe.
They're closed-minded.
Yes, that's
That's a good
That's
word
the
for
word.
it.
That's what it comes down to be, and it's just gonna get worse and worse with
There's-
everything that's going on.
there's-
with
there's
this.
no room for debate now with people. They have their views, and that's it. You can't change your mind.
But isn't that the same thing they're fighting against?
Exactly.
So
100%.
What is it? Counterintuitive. Like it's stupid.
are they fucking retarded or
With all due respect,
you're fucking retarded?
you're a fucking retard. Well,
Yeah,
it's
I
got-
don't like that shit. I don't like the whole the women make less than men when there've been several studies that say that men make more than women because men do more dangerous jobs. It's an average overall.
What about the hours they work in a week on top of that?
What do you mean?
Men work overtime on it, more overtime on average than women do.
I see. I don't know. I've worked with a couple females that have worked just as much overtime.
And how many males work the same amount of overtime?
Well, in the field that I'm in, it's a male-dominated field.
Exactly.
So it's the more dangerous jobs are the more higher paying jobs, and more men are drawn to those jobs.
And-
It's not that women couldn't do them; it's that they just choose not to. So it isn't that the employers are paying women less; it's that it's the jobs that women choose to do. They make less money because they're a safer type job. If they wanted to go, on an oil rig, I'm sure that's a male-dominated field. But if a woman chose to do it, I'm sure that they would have no problem. If she can perform and do the job, she would make just as much as the men.
That's just it. Most jobs that offer overtime pay are male-dominated fields because
Yeah.
it's factory work
Yes.
and you got to get your hands dirty. And I'm not saying women don't do that, but just on average, it's a male-dominated field.
Yeah, and I don't think if Froggy and this female got hired the same day, the same credentials, I honestly don't think that.
They would make a different amount.
Right.
They would make the same.
I would. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think they're out to say, oh, she's only worth $13 and he's worth 19.
But
I don't.
it's the way.
If it did happen, then yeah, there's a problem.
The wage gap stuff pisses me off because I don't think it's true, and the studies that you read that are credible say that it's not true at all. But they run with it.
Obviously, they run with it. It's something to bitch about.
That's a little sexist.
A little bit. But it's true though.
I'm not lying.
Okay, I got
that's just-
one in support of women that I think is bullshit. I think it's bullshit that feminine products are taxed.
Agree 100%. It's a necessity. It's going to the same thing as buying the fucking food from the store.
Exactly.
You need it.
Exactly. I think it's bullshit that they're taxed. Tamps and pads.
Can you buy them on like food stamps and EBT?
I don't know. You can buy fucking lobster and shit with it. Fuck, I'm sure there's a lot of shit that you can buy that you should be able to. You want to? I didn't know that people, because they give you a card now, like a debit card. People who get them will find somebody who doesn't have it, who I make okay money. I could find somebody with that card, give them my grocery list. They will go in, buy all my groceries, and say they have $100 to spend, and they spend the $100 on my groceries. I give them $80 cash. That's how.
Oh yeah, they'll take it.
Yeah. So they're just doing it. They're still just getting cash from it to buy whatever drugs, whatever they want. I think you need to be drug tested to get fucking.
I agree 100%. Because that'll fucking prevent a lot of the fucking benefits being paid out.
Yeah, I second that.
If you can afford, I'll even go as far as fucking alcohol. If you can afford a goddamn beer, you should be able to afford your food.
A lot of the people who get the food, not a lot, but I've heard that people who get food stamps, they go to restaurants and find out what supplies they need, like cheese, and they'll go in and buy $100 worth of cheese, take it to the restaurant. Restaurant will give them $75. There you go. They made $75 off their card
Really?
instead of buying groceries.
And where do you think that money's going?
Drugs
Up their nose,
Obviously, I mean,
in their arm.
in their arm, yeah.
what's the benefit to going to get shorted $25 if you're not using it for something that you shouldn't be using it for?
Exactly.
All right. What else you got?
What pisses me off? Oh, the list is long, but
I don't like
I-
bandwagoners.
Oh, you mean the whole Patriots fan base?
Yes. Or all the people who, for the past, I don't know how long, I've been a Bills fan probably since, like an actual Bills fan since 10th grade, 9th grade. Like actually wear the shirts, the hats, love them.
Recognize the
I've always
game,
watched
yeah.
the games. But I think that all of us have been through the shit times. But when we made the playoffs last year, all the people who are always posting, "Oh, the Bills fucking suck." Not surprised they lose.
Came out of the fucking
all
woodwork.
them people, yes, that pissed me off.
Fuck them.
That pissed me off more than the Patriots fan base.
Did you cry when the Bills made the playoffs?
Yes, me and Coop were in the garage
Yeah.
watching the game.
the
Had Mike Shope, Mike Shope and the Bulldog on in the background,
probably
and
had a bone bruise on my kneecap from falling.
they couldn't do commentary on the game because on the Bengals game because they didn't have the rights to it. So we were listening to it, and then we had it on TV, and they're like, "Okay, so we can't do any commentary. So, okay, it's fourth. Well, it was fourth down, right? When he stepped up in the pocket,
Andy
Stepped
Dalton
up in a
stepped up.
fucking pocket.
Yes,
and then
it was. fourth
and then it
down.
was just radio silence, and they're like, "The Bills are going to the playoffs. It looks like the drought is over." I fell to my knees,
What a fucking day. I did too.
ran downstairs, got beers. It was great. Then you went to the airport.
Yeah, we went to the airport and I don't know. What really pisses me off is this whole new gender thing. I mean, that's fine. You pick whatever you want to be, but like on your birth certificate now, you can put gender X.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
How can you pick though?
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't pick.
Who can't pick?
The individual can't pick what gender they are.
Yeah, I know. I
you should-
understand that.
I don't know anything about this, but I know that people say that you shouldn't be allowed to have a sex change until you're at least 25. And there's parents doing it when the kid's like 7 years old.
Yeah, that's fucked up. So them
Them
people
parents should be taken out back behind the
Yeah.
woodshed.
You ain't kidding.
Did you know that I read an article the other day that argued that you should ask your baby for consent before you change its
Yes,
diaper?
I have heard this too.
How does that work? Someone elaborate on this.
Exactly.
How? Yeah, because the baby's gonna answer.
I know.
No, I think they said that like the baby will like blink or smile or something stupid like that gives its legal consent.
Oh, so when they're fucking screaming their head off because they got a shitty diaper, they're gonna fucking blink or smile at you?
That's
Oh.
that's what
These
this
fucking
argument was
people.
about.
I got one for consent. How about when you get drunk at a party? Like, say you're in college and you're both drunk and you have sex and it's consensual, but then the next day she regrets it and calls rape.
Tough shit.
Fucking bullshit.
That's what puts us in a bad situation all the time.
That's why you just pull a Floyd Mayweather. Carry a fucking consent document around with you. Fuck it.
Does he?
Yeah, in his fucking backpack with $1 million,
shit.
he got a consent document too.
How about $9 million for fucking a 2-minute fight that he just made?
Fuck it, right?
I hate to love him. I love to hate him.
You
Whatever one it is.
You love.
I
to
don't-
hate 'em.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like. I mean, I agree with consent, obviously. I don't.
Well,
I'm
Oh
not-
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
we're-
not-
Force,
I am-
forcible sex is not a
For
thing,
the record,
but
I am not a fan of rape.
No.
Just saying.
No.
But the whole drunk thing, I don't know if there's a
It's a
line there.
touchy subject.
it's a fucking gray area for
yeah,
sure.
It's airy for sure.
Because there's definitely different levels of drunk.
Then like
Yes, I don't think I've never been blackout drunk.
I have multiple times.
Yes, sir. I'll second that.
I've never.
Multiple.
Have you ever puked all over yourself?
Yep.
You're lying if you say you haven't.
I really haven't. I've peed all over myself. I've never puked all over myself.
I've done that too.
I've never pissed on myself.
I thought I was outside peeing in the woods, and I never pulled my pants down.
He peed on my bathroom floor one time.
No bullshit, I did not. That
No,
was
I
this
did.
motherfucker.
I was laying on my back and I thought I could pee into the toilet. I couldn't do it. It went all over.
Yeah, he told his ma it was me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell her that I fucking got drunk and pissed all over my floor.
No, yeah, just the guy that's sleeping in the fucking couch in the living room did it.
you
what
weren't.
the-
You weren't there, were you?
I don't remember.
I think you went home. Or about okay. Instead of stuff that pisses us off, what about stuff that makes you extremely happy? What do you got? What do you love about right now in your life?
What do I love about my life
Yes.
right
What's
now?
up? What is the best part of your life right now?
Just I woke up this morning, man.
What time did you wake up? Because we were
2:22 this afternoon.
up until I was up until probably 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock,
I think I pulled in at like 5:10 or something.
editing 3 podcasts from yesterday. Right now, so you're happy to be alive. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, man, there's nothing better.
I have to say, my fiance. That's the best part of my life right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the same boat and say my wife. I mean, she fucking toasts my drunk ass everywhere.
There you
Long
go.
Yeah,
Coop's drunk ass everywhere.
She's an angel.
She's a fucking saint.
Yes, your wife.
She
Your-
deserves better than what she gets.
Your wife is amazing. Your mother is amazing.
You better watch yourself.
Your sister is
You
amazing.
better watch yourself.
Your dad, he's a fucking character.
He's one of a kind.
Fucking
Here's a story.
that
We were
guy.
here's a story. We were in a hotel room one time, and there were 2 fairly attractive women in the hotel across from us, in their bathing suits, coming back from the pool in the hotel, and we're unlocking the door, and his dad opens it and says, "Jesus Christ, it's like a meat locker in here." 3 guys walking into a hotel room, referring to it as a meat locker in front of 2 attractive women.
Yeah, I think
He
one
doesn't
of,
have
I
a
think one
filter.
of my favorite stories of my father is that me and
What's
buddy,
his name's Tom.
me and my buddy were out at McDonald's. He took us to McDonald's. I don't know what the fuck we were doing. And he goes, "Boys, I just want to tell you something. They're not here for their intelligence." And that's all he said. That was the whole conversation.
Referring to the employees?
Women.
What? What?
My favorite little tidbit from Tom is telling us when we were younger, boys, you're nothing but young, dumb, and full of cum.
Yep.
So you better pick what head you think with.
Tom. Tidbits from Tom. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to have a segment one day. Tidbits from Tom. I want to get him on here,
I would say just bring Tom down.
Oh,
But-
God.
but he cannot listen to any of the previous
No.
recordings. Tidbits from Tom. He'd be fucking hilarious. Other than the female, my fiance in my life, I'd say the best part is, I don't know, I used to be fucking miserable every day, and I started to think, why let shit bother you? Just let it go. And I started to realize that the whole what is it, the rule of 5 minutes from now, is it gonna affect you 5 days, 5 years? And there's so much shit that pisses you off that you can just, who the fuck cares? Why let it bother you?
I might have to try that.
I think that helps make your life
I'm a very miserable
better.
person.
It's just stupid people piss me off.
Yeah, but you gotta think.
You
There's
can't
nothing.
fix- you can't fix
there's
stupid.
nothing you can do about it. So why let it bother you?
Okay, so I was out the other night and we're just talking football with some people we didn't know, and this dude goes to me and goes, "With all due respect, you're a fucking retard." We're just talking football.
What was the what were you discussing?
Baker Mayfield's a better quarterback than Kyler Murray, and he disagreed with that. And he goes, "With all due respect, you're a fucking retard."
Not once, not twice, not 3 times, probably about 10.
Did he call Coop a retard?
Once we were having the conversation, like
Okay,
as
well-
a group once, and then I stopped because I was like, "Nah, this ain't."
So he's right. He's right there, but calling you a retard, I don't really agree with that.
Right? So wouldn't that piss you off?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree. My track record ain't the best.
Oh, another thing. This thing. This pisses me off the most out of anything ever. And it's fucking probably, you're going to think it's really stupid. But I absolutely love UFC. I will order every pay-per-view. I don't care. If they bump the price up to $100, I will still order every one of them to watch here by myself. Because I hate going to like a casino or a bar and watching it. And it's the people who watch like once a year, but they fucking act like they know everything about it. I'm well aware that I don't know everything about it, but I know enough. And it's the people who fucking talk shit that don't know what they're talking about that piss me off the most.
So you don't like posers?
Fucking hate it. Especially when it comes to something that I fucking love. UFC. Like when we were watching McGregor Diaz 2, I was at the casino, and I know that Nate Diaz is fucking great on the ground. So I knew he didn't want to fucking stand up the whole time. So he would, when he would get hit, there were a couple times where he would go down on the ground onto his back. Okay, first off, when you go down, majority of the time you go down, you're not just going to fall flat on your back and get ready to put the guy in fucking guard. No. He was trying to get him on the ground. But every time he fucking did that, the guy ahead of us that I knew would be like, oh my god, it's fucking over. He's going to get his ass knocked out. He's almost out. That shit pisses me off. People, posers.
Yeah. Yeah, no clue what they're talking about, pretend to know everything.
Yes. What about you?
What about me?
Do you like posers? Are you a poser? Yeah, he's a Yankees fan. Of course he is.
Doesn't make me a.
It
doesn't make me a poser.
I like the team with the most money.
But who spent the most money this year? Hold on, time out. Who spent the most money this year?
Who won the World Series?
Who spent the most money this year?
Who won the World Series?
Who spent the most money?
You were supposed to get a tattoo or some shit, if I remember right.
No, because you didn't want to make the bet. Because I was going to make you get a unicorn
Yeah,
with
you
fucking
pussied out on that
dicks
bet.
and rainbows
hold on.
around it. But you said no. So fuck you.
Okay, complete.
So who's the poser now?
Complete.
Who's the poser now?
Listen, be completely honest right now. I won't be mad if you say no. If I would have made that bet, would you have gotten a tattoo?
It wasn't a tattoo. I was supposed to wear a jersey.
Would you have worn the jersey?
Yes.
And let me take pictures of it?
Yeah.
Hey, how about...
Listen, that's not a fair trade, though, in the bet. I will
Exactly,
say.
that's what I said.
not a
I was
fair
the one
trade.
making the bet.
Yeah,
It didn't have to be fair.
So he has to wear a jersey, but I'd have to get a tattoo of a unicorn, because that makes fucking
With
sense.
dicks and rainbows.
How mad... I haven't seen you to ask... Well, I have, but I've been forgetting to ask. The time you were over at your neighbor's house, and there was a Red Sox thing in the background, were you mad when I sent you that Photoshop of it?
No, I don't remember.
I put the heart and everything on
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't, man. Because
it was funny and it was true.
I knew they.
I think
Definitely not true, but
I think the only reason I think he's a Yankees fan is because he has a tattoo and he regrets getting the tattoo, so he's just gonna run with it. Like I fucking love the Yankees.
I've been a Yankees fan
But-
longer than you've been a Bills fan.
But times have changed,
Ooh.
and
Shots fired.
I know you really like the Red Sox, but you
I've-
just can't admit it. So we can live with it. It's getting frustrated.
Yeah. Well, I'm not scared to represent my team, so that's why I got them tattooed on me.
I'm not scared to represent
I
mine.
don't never see you in a Red Sox shirt or tattoo or only when they're good. Only when they're good.
Only when they're good.
Only when they're good.
I don't. Okay, honestly, I don't watch a ton of fucking baseball, anyways. I can't. And it's not because I don't.
Didn't he just say he hates posers who now
No,
he's
no, no,
he did
backtracking
just
and
say
he's like,
that.
oh, I don't watch them all, but I
I've
only
been-
watch them when they're in the World Series.
No, I've been a Red Sox fan since 6th grade. But I can't sit down and watch the fucking entire game, like regular season game. I think it's fucking boring as hell and it lasts too long. If they
Yeah.
could shorten it up, then I could watch it. But I'm not going to sit down for fucking 5 hours and watch a game.
I'll agree with that.
Especially during the week. And they have them on late at night. Who's going to watch? What time does the average, like a game start? Like an afternoon game. Not like the noon, 1 o'clock ones. Normally
4?
Like
4.
6?
4, 6 o'clock.
Okay,
7
Saturday.
o'clock.
okay, 7 o'clock.
Sunday night baseball's 8 o'clock.
So if a game starts at 8 o'clock, what time does it get over?
Usually after midnight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who wants to sit down and watch that? If they could get it down to 2.5, 3 hours somehow, I would watch it all the time. But the game's just too long.
I mean, if the Yankees are sitting there playing the Pirates, I ain't gonna fucking stay up till midnight and watch it. But
yeah, if
it's the Red Sox and the Yankees, yeah,
I
I'll
can
sit
understand
there and
that,
watch it.
but how many times does that happen throughout the season? Not that compared to how many games they play, not that often.
Right. Yeah.
So when I was younger, I had all the time in the world to fucking sit down and watch it, and I would enjoy it. But now that you got to be up at fucking 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work, I'm not gonna stay up past 10 o'clock to fucking watch a game. That's why I
respect
don't.
that.
That's why I don't know a ton about it. Like I read it in the news. When they're in the playoffs, I'll watch them in the playoffs. But I'm not going to sit down and watch them during the regular season. So that's my argument. I don't think I'm a poser. I've been a fan since before the curse was broken. So I don't know. I guess I am a little bit because I don't watch it all the time. But I want to go to a game.
You might as well just be a Patriots fan too.
Yeah, you can suck my dick. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they're all pieces of shit.
You might as well be a fucking.
You want to
Dallas-
talk about shitty city though? Boston sucks.
Hold on. Would you say that Yankees fans are baseball and Yankees fans are the equivalent to Cowboys fans and football?
Oh, without a doubt,
Piece of shit.
they're the same.
Sorry.
They're the same.
One of the same.
Yeah. So
But Red Sox fans and Patriots fans are pretty fucking close to the same thing too.
But you have to respect the history.
So
of
we
the
can be
Yankees.
different.
You have to respect the history of the
and
Yankees.
that's just another thing that pisses me off. That was
So,
the whole point
okay.
of this. Yankees fans piss me off.
Do you respect the Canadians, the Montreal Canadiens?
Yeah.
You do?
Then you might as
Absolutely,
well
why
like
not?
the Blue Jays.
So
No, that's not even close.
I'm kidding.
Why? Because they're both fucking in Canada?
Yes. Any Canadian team you should like.
Why?
You probably like Bon Jovi.
No, fuck
you
no.
fucking piece of shit.
Fuck Bon Jovi.
If you're a Yankees fan, you love Bon Jovi.
No.
Simple as that.
No. Nope. Or that is false. False.
True. We're at fucking 46 minutes right now. It's really flying by tonight.
Fucking assholes.
All right, so you got any more shit that really pisses you off? I mean, I know we could go a long time.
I think I've gotten it off my chest pretty well.
Yeah, we could. We can save some for another day, another time.
All right, it doesn't really go along with it, but Coop's gonna read a passage this time.
Oh, I got the Urban Dictionary one.
Oh, we'll do Urban Dictionary instead of a passage from the book. I'm gonna have to order another one of these Penthouse books. We're gonna run out.
Yeah,
of
you're gonna
stuff
have to
in it.
get
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's really fucking 10 of them.
I don't know, but this is number
Holy
5.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So the Urban Dictionary, the angry pirate. When a woman is giving a man head and he pulls out and nuts in her eye. Upon doing this, she will let out a short grunt or disapproval. At this time, he kicks her in the shin. This poor girl, being pissed and hurt, will hobble after you're laughing your ass off. In a sentence, dude, I gave your sister an angry pirate, and that's why she is limping. Don't ask why she is walking like she has a stick up her ass. That's a whole different story, dude.
That's a good one.
That is good.
All right, me and